Hey, it's Kerry Ann. How are you doing? I'm done with my chores for the day. I have Grandpa upstairs. Actually, he came down for quite a while, and then he comes down daily. The, he spends time. He interacts with the family, which is amazing. Um, we're so lucky, and this is one thing that I am so blessed. This is what I want to talk to you about right now is as a caregiver. That has been it's a term that's used for family members basically that are loved ones that take care of a loved one that is basically kind of at that age that they can't do it anymore. Grandpa came to live with us in 2017, same year my son graduated in 2018 of spring that year. We had really thought, we were done being raising and gonna have an empty nest soon with my son leaving. And then we were actually blessed with being able to bring him into our home. Uh, I have to say that this is not a one man effort in its own. Um, it is something that the whole family had to gear around, group around. Help, they do. They help. I am so very blessed with the fact that my husband not only was, he encouraged, he pushed, he said, there's no way he can't be at home anymore. We're not going to do uh, assisted living, and Grandpa really was against that anyway. Um, and a little back history on Grandpa. He was a pretty smart guy in his day. And he still is, firing on more cylinders a lot of days than it gives me. That he gives me a run for my money a lot of days. Um, he he has some form of dementia, Alzheimer's to an extent. He can't live on his own at this point. So basically, in December of 2017, we took him into our home, and ironically, that same fall, we had found this brand new home, which is our dream home. We had just finished signing the papers, and literally were moving in, knocking out walls, and making the inside match our dream for the outside. Um, the outside is my hobby farm. I've got my chickens, I've got my bees, and I knew in my mind I was going to be an empty nester, and I was going to have all this time on my hands, and it was going to be amazing for the first time in 23 years. I was only working one job. I've always worked two jobs. I've done stepped up to do what I needed to do to make the family work, and I am also blessed with the fact that we're a two-parent home, both of the same parents. Me and my husband have been together for 26 years, and he is amazing in how he stepped forward to really help me with taking care of Grandpa and learning all of this stuff that comes along with this horrendous disease and what it does to your body and what it does to your mind. And I want to take the time and find out what you're doing, how you're doing it at home, and I want to give you, the updates that we have each day. I mean, there are days it does not all go rosy. It is crazy at this house. I still work a full-time job. I'm lucky enough. I am so very, very blessed. I work from home, so I am able to, from the minute, he wakes up and he's got breakfast. I'm in charge of his meds, his everything, clothing. When we have personal needs, that's right where I'm at. And this has been something that, this is something that no caregiver signs up for. We don't say one day, when we're little girls, we're not or little boys. We're not like, I'm gonna take care of my family members. But it could be it has been actually probably one of the a really important part of our lives. Not just, this has been a pinnacle point of our lives. We had always talked about, this is terrible, we had always talked about adopting or fostering or doing something like that. And that was something that unfortunately life got in the way, and with our other kids, and they were always running between football and madrigals and track and going here and going there. And I've got a daughter who's going to be 25 this week. I've got a son that is 20. So we had it stepped out where, one was getting out of the house and we're stopping doing her stuff, and then all of a sudden this guy is crazy, he's playing football, and so right when we thought everything was going to slow down. And that was also when we found this house, and it just was our dream place. We moved, we were in a town about 10 miles away, 10 or 15 miles away, and that's where we raised both of our kids at. They went to school in that town. It was a beautiful, wonderful small town, and we found, but there's just nothing like what we wanted as far as property, where we could have my chickens, my bees. We've got a pond out there, and it's a lot of work. So we knew that was coming. And then when it got to that point with Grandpa, and he was in the hospital, and they were like, no, he can't go home. So we brought him in. And there's been a lot of sleepless nights, because I'm worrying about him. He's up. He's right now at 7 o'clock at night, he's sundowning, which you've all been through it. You know how wonderful it is. But so his mind is going in other directions. And actually, since it's 7 o'clock at night, it's actually been going on since about probably 2:30, 3 o'clock, where his mind goes to here or there, and it's just something that if we weren't in the house with him, we wouldn't be seeing this. We wouldn't be able to take care of him. And by far, we have it nowhere nearly as bad as so many others out there. This is the unknown workforce that you people and all of you are so amazing, and the ones that are getting 2 hours of sleep a night, I don't know how you do it, and my heart aches for you, because we're not there yet. But how do you do it? What do you do? I'll tell you things that make my life a little bit easier. One of my biggest, and it's kind of a joke, I have cookies hidden in my closet. Like, look at this, don't have any cookies hidden anywhere in the house. But I've got cookies hidden in my closet, and that's, there are days you break down, and because this person that, you're watching somebody leave themselves, and so it's kind of, it's heartbreaking. We do lots of music therapy. He listens to music constantly, and that's very calming to him. And but it's not all rosy. It's not wonderful. It's tough. It is so tough. But I honestly wouldn't be able to do it without my family, my husband, my son, my daughter, my aunt, my uncle, my mom step in and help me out every so often when I need to just get away. Thursday I have to take my husband. I'm taking him to St. Louis University for tests on him for something. So I don't have to get a sitter for my kids or my chickens or my dogs anymore. I have to call and get a grandpa sitter. And it's humbling. It's very, very humbling. Please comment. Please like. Ask me what you would want to hear. What can I tell you about that we go through daily? We'll go through this. We can work through it together. It's going to be amazing. I really haven't seen anything out there like this yet. And I would just, I think I think there's a community out there that you're stuck at home just the same as me, and um, working together is so amazing. So let's do this. Thank you. Hit I don't know, don't like, let me know what you think. Um, Excuse the mess right now. I just got done with chores, so I'm sweaty, I'm messy, I'm goofy, and any makeup I had is gone. So don't judge me on that. And plus, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Thank you. Bye.